Welcome to the channel, everybody. It's been a while since we did a video, and we're gonna put one out now. We're gonna start putting them out. We're working on a full-time wrestling channel. It's gonna be on a different site. I'll bring that to you as soon as we upload the first video. With no further ado, this is going to be a Mets video, New York Mets video. It's going to be on the trade deadline. It's going to be 10. It's going to be 6 through 10. Actually, we're going to go 10 through 6. We're going to count down. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. That helps us, helps the channel grow. If you like what we bring to you, please do so. There's a couple rules to this. Everybody in this video has been linked at one point or another within the last 30 days. Well, 45 days, because I had one guy who was 43 days ago. So, anyways, has been linked at some point on by a major newspaper, notification, website, TV channel, cable news channel, local news channel, to the New York Mets in trade. Rather it be rumors. Well, I guess they're all rumors until something's done. But here we go. The first guy up is from the Kansas City Royals. He's a versatile infielder, outfielder at 33 years of age. Whit Merrifield definitely fits the bill. He's a guy that can get on base. He can create problems. He can make pitchers with his speed. Pitchers have to pay attention to him. They can't just forget about him over there on first base, or he'll be at second base before you know it. Whit Merrifield, his 228 batting average isn't nothing special. He's a right-handed bat. He can play all over the infield, all over the outfield. The Cubs, when they went to their World Series and finally broke the curse, they got a guy from the Kansas City Royals, similar to Whit Merrifield, who was very versatile and could play all over the infield, all over the outfield. Whit Merrifield has 3 home runs, 32 RBIs, 16 doubles, 11 stolen bases, with a 67 OPS plus. I'd like to see that higher. I would prefer that to be a 99 or higher. His WAR is also not very good, but you'll see that none of the guys in this video is going to have a WAR that's really, really good, but they'll be acceptable for the average. And Whit Merrifield's WAR is let me look here. See, I tried to memorize all this, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. It's an 0.8, and that's not horrible. It's almost a 1. You want it to be a 1. You want at least a 1. Is a 1 to 2 is pretty good. For for a guy of this caliber. I don't really, he has 23 walks, so he gets on base. He can walk to get on base, and once he gets on base, he's a threat to steal. He's got 11 stolen bases, but he does have 48 strikeouts, and a 311 slugging percentage. Whit Merrifield's kind of what you thought Whit Merrifield would be. Is he declining at this point? It's looking that way, but hey, and a change of scenery can really, really be beneficial. Okay, so I'm not gonna completely rule out Whit Merrifield going forward, but this could be a good pickup for any team looking at the deadline. But in this case, definitely the New York Mets. He's my number 10 guy on this list. There's going to be part 1 video. I'm gonna do 6 through 10 today, and then we'll put out another video with 1 through 5 of the hitters. Trying not to do these way too early, but this is still way too early, but we're gonna see. But trade talk's starting to pick up, and I think trades, with the lack of free agency and off season due to the strike, work stoppage, what you want to call it, I believe that's going to make trades happen a little bit earlier. So that's why we're doing these videos at this point and not waiting. This is July, so this is July 1st when this video is coming out. So it's not bad. But the next guy is Seth Brown, the Oakland A's first baseman, outfielder / DH. He's 29 years old. He's a versatile left-handed power bat, and that's what the Mets need. They need another left-handed bat in the lineup. They need some power, a little bit of pop coming out of it. Seth was drafted 19th overall in the 2015 draft by the Oakland A's. In 71 games, Seth has a 0.8 WAR with a 226 batting average, 52 hits, 10 home runs, 36 RBIs. So, and he has 7 stolen bases on 7 tries. Hey, that's pretty good. He's not going to steal you. He's not a 30, 40 bagger guy a year. But, hey, if you get 20 home runs out of him and you get 15 stolen bases and he drives in 70, 80 runs, and you get 75 walks out of him or something, and you bring that on base percentage up, well, yeah, then yeah, he's definitely worth what you're going to pay for him. But he can, but this guy could come in a deal where it's kind of a package deal where, you're trading for Frankie Montas. Maybe the Mets feel they're giving up too much, so they say, hey, throw me a Seth Brown in the deal, and that's fine because they're probably going to get a J.D. Davis. They're probably going to get, they could very well get, J.D. Dom Smith. There's a shortstop. We have shortstops in the minor leagues. Rosario. He's not going to. But anyways, the point is that this would be a fitting trade, and he could be an extra chip in like a Frankie Montas deal, or a deal for a reliever. The A's have some relievers that are of some value, some good trading chips, but they're not quite a Frankie Montas. So if you were giving up a little bit more, then maybe a Seth Brown makes sense. But so we're gonna move on to the next guy, and the next guy is somebody who would definitely have to come in a package deal, because he's just not there. But the guy he'd be packaged with is why I moved him to where he is, and if he becomes a New York Met, he's coming in a package deal. So that means this guy's probably coming with them, and this is the Pirates' designated hitter. The Pirates are going to be sellers. He's going to come cheap, and you could if you traded for like David Benders, and you could get this guy in the deal. It's he's a left-handed bat. He's got power, a little bit of pop. He's never really lived up to his potential, but hey, change the scenery can do everything for you. And having a guy like Pete hitting in front of you could really help you, because it'll protect him in the lineup. They won't be able to, you can't just walk him. You can't just pitch around him. You're going to have to pitch carefully because, he could hurt you. So, but that's Daniel Vogelbach. Okay, he's a left-handed bat. His numbers are down, so he will come on the cheap. Like I said, you trade for David Benders, and they throw him in the deal. Maybe Dwayne Underwood Jr. That's more like AAA, AA bullpen depth. If we're using Dwayne Underwood Jr., the Mets are in trouble. Okay, that's all I can say. If they're using Dwayne Underwood Jr., they're in trouble. But you can get him back in a deal, and gives you another bullpen arm, and down in the minor league system, and maybe he comes around. He's only 27 years old, so Dwayne Underwood Jr. is a possible guy. But this here is I'm specifically talking about Daniel Vogelbach here. Listen to his stats. They're not horrible, but he does play for the Pirates, so you got to take that into consideration. The Pittsburgh Pirates aren't very good. He's got 59 games. He has 86 at bats, 41 hits, 7 doubles, 1 triple. Now Vogelbach with a triple. That's incredible. because this dude is like 280 pounds and he's not fast. He's 10 home runs, 24 RBIs, 53 strikeouts. I'd like to see that number go down. I'd like to see the home run number go up. But the reason you have 10 home runs and 24 RBIs is because you play for Pittsburgh. There's not a lot of people are on base ahead of you. So even when you're hitting a home run, a lot of times you're not driving in a run. He's walked 29 times. So, but walking 29 times, the 53 strikeouts isn't horrible. It's less than a 0.5 walk ratio. So that's not bad. It's less than 50. You know, his strikeout to walk ratio is less than 50%, which is good for somebody with some power. His batting average is 220. He's got a 430 slugging percentage. So, I mean, he's got some potential. His OPS plus is a 113, which is really good. He's one of the better guys on the list at OPS plus. So that tells me that in the right situation, Daniel Vogelbach could really, really surprise you and be one of them guys that gets traded for that you're like, who's this guy? Where'd he come from? Yeah, one of those guys. Now, his WAR is horrible. His WAR is horrible, but he plays for the Pirates. It's a .2. A .2. That'll be the lowest WAR of anybody in this video. Nobody in this video will have a lower WAR than Daniel Vogelbach. But he has one of the highest OPS pluses, and that's awesome. And we're going to move on to the next guy. Number 7. Corner outfielder, Austin Meadows, 27 years. I'm sorry, that was wrong. He's not 27 years old. It might be. I don't know. I didn't. I'm reading it. I read it wrong. But he had 27 home runs and 106 RBIs last year. He's a below average outfielder, so he's not a great defender, but he does have a bat. He is suffering from vertigo, so that'll bring his price down. But he's not a free agent until 2024, so that'll drive his price back up. He does play for Detroit. This is his first year in Detroit. He's definitely on the list of players that are going to probably be moved but Detroit, I don't see that Detroit being a buyer. Let me get a drink here. We ain't showing no logos because they ain't giving us no money. But he's only played in 36 games. He's got 128 at bats. He's got 9 runs, 32 hits, 6 doubles, 2 triples. Now this is the number that's concerning, but this is part of the vertigo thing. He has no home runs, and he has 11 RBIs. So his numbers are pretty down. Daniel Vogelbach has better numbers than him, but he probably has more upside than Daniel Vogelbach in the long term of things. He hasn't stolen. He only tried to steal 1 base. He got caught stealing. He's got now his strikeout to walk ratio numbers are off the chart. They're almost 1 for 1. He's got 16 walks and 17 strikeouts at the time of doing this video, with a 250 batting average and a 328 slugging percentage. And he has a 99 OPS plus, which is right where you want him to be. You want him to be somewhere between that 99 and up. That's 99 is like league average and you don't want to be below that. Below that's like you need to go to the minors and figure it out. But so he has a 99 OPS plus. I'd like to see that go a little higher, but it's okay. I mean, for his numbers, it's really good. His WAR is an 0.7, so 0.7 WAR. So I'd like to see that come up to a 1, but it's still not bad. He could cost a little bit. See, with his age and his contract, that's gonna make him cost a little bit more. But with his numbers being down and him suffering from vertigo, that's going to drive his price down. So this is a really attractive option if you're a buyer, because you could probably get them cheap. The Mets don't have a super deep farm system, not as deep as some of the other clubs that might be in. You know, if you miss out on like a Anthony Santander, Trey Mancini, you know, Josh Bell, you know, one of the more sought after guys, this could be a fallback option that's not horrible. Not horrible. It's not the greatest, but it's not horrible. And the final guy that we're gonna do on the video today is Nationals DH Nelson Cruz. Okay, Nelson Cruz at 41 years of age is probably going to come on a cheap because of his age. But Nelson Cruz brings some stuff to the plate and to the table that none of these other guys on that I've named bring. He's got a ton of playoff experience. He's got a ton of experience. He's got leadership skills. He's been around for a long time. He's a hitting machine. He's starting to taper down a little bit now, but he's 41 years old. You know, you're not getting this guy for 10 years. You're picking him up for the playoff run. In 72 games, he has a 265 batting average. He's reached home 36 times. So he's got 36 runs, 66 hits, 12 doubles, 8 home runs, 45 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, 66 strikeouts to 33 walks. He's at that half point where you want to be, especially for a slugger. He's got a 249 batting average. It's right there at that 250 mark where you're a productive player. You know, you're getting a hit every 2.5 at bats out of every 10. So, hey, 3 out of 10 is a Hall of Famer. So I'll take that. He has a 385 slugging percentage, and his OPS plus. This is the number. Okay, his OPS plus is a 108, and his WAR is a .7. See, that .7 is about where all these guys on that list are, somewhere near there, except for Vogelbach with his .2. But Nelson Cruz brings a lot to the plate, and you can probably get him cheap if the Nationals will deal with the Mets. You know, they've had issues dealing with the Mets before. Rizzo's an idiot. He'd rather cut his nose off, spite his face. So, we'll see. But I want to thank everybody for watching the video. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And please, let's beat the algorithms. And if you like content like this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and turn on all notifications. And we'll get you more. We're gonna get more content out like this, and we're gonna start putting content out consistently. We took a little break at the beginning of the summer because we were doing some things. We're working on a new studio, actually. Still working on some things, but we wanted to get some videos out and stay relevant and get these out there for you guys. So, but please hit the like, subscribe, and share this all over the internet, guys. I really greatly would appreciate it. We got some other new channels coming up, and we'll give you all the information on them as soon as they get up and running. Thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day. Let's go, Mets.